Hi everyone, welcome back to this week's homebuyer tip of the week. Today we're talking about one of the biggest questions I get, which is, what's the fastest way to improve my credit score before I buy a home? Well, the good news is there are a few things you can do to make a noticeable difference pretty quickly. But there are also a few mistakes that people make that can actually hurt your score. So let's go over both. Tip number 1, keep balances low. So the first thing to focus on is credit utilization. How much of your available credit you're using compared to your limit. This makes up about 30% of your credit score, so it's pretty huge. The goal is to keep the balances under 30% of your credit limit, but the real sweet spot is closer to 10%. So for example, if you have a $1,000 credit limit, staying under $300 is good, but keeping it closer to $100 is even better. The great thing is you can improve your score fast. If you pay down a balance before your statement closing date, that lower number gets reported to the credit bureaus and your score can actually reflect the change as soon as the next cycle. Tip number 2, protect your payment history. The other big piece of making the payments on time. So even if you can't pay everything off, make at least the minimum payment before it's due. That protects your score. Here's the key. Most credit card companies don't even report late payments until you're 30 days past due. So if you're 5 or 10 days late, you'll get a late fee, but it usually won't show up on your credit report. Once you cross that 30-day mark though, it's reported, and that can cause serious drops that actually takes a long time to recover from. So no matter what, don't let a payment slide past 30 days. Tip number 3, ask for a credit limit increase. If you've been making payments on time and keeping your account in good standing, sometimes you can just call your credit card company and ask for a higher limit. Here's the trick though, don't use the extra limit to spend more. Having that extra higher limit lowers your utilization percentage, which can also boost your score. Here's don't number 1. Don't close old accounts. One mistake, I see a lot of people closing old credit cards they don't use anymore. It feels like the responsible thing to do, but here's why it hurts. Closing the account actually lowers your total available credit, which increases your utilization percentage. It can also shorten the average age of your credit history, which makes up about 15% of your score, believe it or not. If you really don't want to use the card, keep it open with a small recurring charge, like a streaming subscription, and pay it off every month. That way it stays active and keeps helping your score. Don't number 2, don't open too many new accounts at once. Another common mistake is applying for several new credit cards or loans all at once. Each application creates a hard inquiry, which can drop your score a few points. 1 or 2 isn't a big deal, but multiple inquiries in a short time can make it look like you're desperate for credit, which lenders don't like to see. Don't number 3, don't max out your credit cards. This goes back into utilization. By maxing out your credit cards, even though you pay them off every month, can still hurt your score because the balance at the time of reporting looks too high. So keep those balances low whenever possible. So to recap, here are the fastest ways to boost your score. Number 1 again is keep balances low, typically under 10% of your limit, ideally. Number 2, don't let payments go 30 days late. Number 3, ask for a credit limit increase and don't spend the extra room. And then here are the don'ts. Don't close old accounts. Don't open too many new accounts at once. And don't max out your credit cards. Improving your credit score isn't about being perfect. It's about making smart moves and avoiding common mistakes. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss next week's tip. And if you're curious where your credit stands for a mortgage, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to walk you through it.